Last Castle, written by Travis Jonker, illustrated by Mark Pett. In the middle of a small town stood something you might not expect, a castle. It was, in fact, the very last castle. There had been others, but over time they had all been taken down, or fallen apart, or been destroyed. All but one. For reasons no one could remember, no one ever came out, and no one was allowed in. Up in the tower, the guard watched the townspeople silently pass by. Then there was Ib. Every day she walked past the castle, all alone. Every day she stopped. She looked up. She saw the lone guard standing stone still. Plunk. Since no one had been inside the castle, the townspeople had ideas about who or what was in there. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. Giants, said Alex. Snakes, said Abe's grandfather. Maybe it's something terrible, Abe thought one day. But maybe it's something else. Plunk. The next morning, Abe walked past the castle. She stopped and looked up at the tower. No guard. Abe had an idea. She floated across the moat, walked up to the door, and with all the strength she had, Abe didn't stop running until she was in her desk at school, scared and out of breath. Maybe Grandpa was right. She didn't tell anyone what had happened. No long after, an envelope arrived. Inside was an invitation. Your presence is requested at the front gate of the castle on Sunday at noon. Everyone told Abe to stay away. Monsters, said Miss Wicks. Giants, said Alex. Snakes, said her grandfather. Maybe it's something terrible, Abe thought. Could it be something else? On Sunday, Abe stood all alone outside the front gate. With a loud thunk, the drawbridge began to lower. She trembled. She looked up at the tower. Empty. She took a deep breath, slowly. Abe did something none of the townspeople had ever done. She walked inside. It turned out Miss Wicks and Alex had been right. There were monsters. And there were giants, but no snakes. Welcome, came a voice, a kind voice. It was a guard. He removed his helmet. He was much older than Abe had expected. I'm the last one left. May I show you round? For the rest of the day, even the guard, his name was William, visited every corner of the castle. Before long, they were pruning near the great hall. Snap, 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 and harvesting by the plowless. Thud, thud, thud. They ended up where they had started. Why now, said Abe. All the other castles are gone, answered William. Someday I will be too. I want someone brave to take my place, someone curious. Will you help me? Abe thought about William, all on his own. She thought about her family and her friends outside the castle. She thought, and then she knew. Yes, Abe replied, but I have a request. In the middle of a small town stood the very last castle. Sometimes someone came out, and everyone was welcome in.